Mr. Sessions. Aye.
Are there any senators wishing to vote or change their vote? If not, the yeas are 85, the nays are 12. The conference report is adopted. Senator from Tennessee.
Mr. President, today the United States Senate, by a vote of 85 to 12, has sent a Christmas present to 50 million children across this country. First, it has to go down Pennsylvania Avenue to the White House, where we hope President Obama will wrap a big red bow around it, sign it, and send it to the children and the 3.4 million teachers who are looking forward to it. This is a bill that is so important that the nation's governors gave it their first full endorsement of any piece of...
Senate will be in order.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is a piece of legislation that's so important that the nation's governors gave it their first full endorsement of any piece of legislation in 20 years. It has the full support of the chief state school officers. It has the full support of the school administrators. It has the support of the American Federation of Teachers and the National Education Association. Mr. President, this is very good policy. And the reason it is, it's bipartisan, it's a consensus, and instead of arguing about it, after the president signs it, which I hope that he will, classroom teachers, school board members, governors, community by community, state by state, can go to work implementing it and making their plans to make their own decisions about what kind of tests to give, how many to give, what the standards should be, how to fix failing schools, how to reward outstanding teachers. We've created an environment that I believe will unleash a flood of excellence in student achievement, state by state and community by community. So I thank the members of the Senate. I especially thank the members of the Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee who've worked so well together, all 22 of them. And I especially thank Senator Patty Murray of Washington for her leadership and her effectiveness in helping to get such a remarkable event. To take an issue this complex and this difficult and have a vote of 85 to 12 proves that when the Senate puts its mind to it, it can do some very good work. We've done that today. Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President, ask consent
that the Senate recess today from 1 to 2 p.m.
Is there objection? Without objection.
Mr. President.
Senator from Washington.
Mr. President, let me just echo the words of our chairman and again thank him, his staff, and everyone who's worked on here and everyone who has supported us in a bipartisan way to send this bill now to the president to be signed into law. It is a great step forward, and as the chairman and Senator Alexander just said, the work must now begin in our schools, in our communities, in our states, to find ways to make sure that all of our students achieve. We have put them on that, and we expect them to live up to that, and that's the promise of this bill. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the floor.
From New York.
I'm going to ask for a unanimous consent request, but speak for